So can somebody with hoarding disorder, or just someone who has way too much stuff, be able to organize too? Well, the answer is absolutely. So how do you start getting organized when you have an overwhelming amount of stuff? Maybe you have hoarding disorder and you have blocked doorways and you have deep-rooted sentimental attachments to a lot of different things that you feel so overwhelmed that you don't know even where to start. So you just give up. But I'm here to tell you that there are ways that we can start decluttering, organizing, and getting through this too. And this is my 3 tips on how to get started. And this video is in collaboration with Laura Smith from Get Organized HQ. I'm so excited and grateful that she asked me to be a part of this amazing online free event that is occurring in September. And Dawn the Minimal Mom, Cass from Clutterbug will be keynote speakers during this online event, along with 70 other amazing professional organizers, cleaners, meal planners to share their tips with you, including yours truly, where I will be sharing how to start decluttering and organizing when you struggle with hoarding disorder. And my particular event will air on Wednesday, September 15th at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So please join us for this free online event. You can claim your free ticket in the description box below, where I have all the information. And my intention is that you get a lot of amazing tips, inspiration, and ideas to get your home clean and organized too. So my best organizing tips for people who struggle with hoarding disorder, looking to start their recovery, or maybe someone who's just a pack rat and just is feeling really overwhelmed on where do I start? Well, my suggestion is start with the smallest area in your house. Whether that is a room, if you're feeling really excited to start, or it can be a junk drawer. And for this episode, we're going to be starting with a junk drawer because that's what I could handle when I first got started. The next thing I want you to do is visualize yourself decluttering and organizing this small area. Play the reel in your head that you are strong enough to do it. You can see yourself decluttering this space and making it organized, and it feels so good that you were able to do this. The next step is taking the action of doing it, because now it doesn't seem as scary. I played the reel in my head. I felt good about doing it. Now I can start decluttering. And what I do is I talk myself through it like this. This is a tossy. I don't need to keep this anymore. I can let this go. Since hoarding disorder is stemmed from mental disorders and a lot of layers of emotion, I will talk through the emotions of, do I need it? Can I let this go? Can I give it to somebody else? Because I have to make it feel good. I have to work through the emotions, feel them, and recognize that, yeah, I can let this go. I don't need this anymore. We can recycle this. And now that we decluttered, we're ready to organize the space. Now I got this from Dollar Tree, which is a really cute, bright, desk organizer, but it's perfect for this junk drawer. And I'm using the same steps. I'm just playing the reel of how I imagine myself organizing it, imagining how this would look when I was done, and I take it into action. It doesn't feel overwhelming anymore. And I can start to categorize the things that I have, like keeping notebook paper with notebook paper, because Lord knows I write a ton of notes. And because we decluttered so much, it's a lot easier for us to start categorizing everything. It doesn't feel as overwhelming. And again, we can just talk through it, as in, these screwdrivers, I'm always looking for these mini screwdrivers. I'm going to keep them together here. And lighters. Yeah, do I have a lot of lighters? Sure. I do, but I do use them for candles and different things. I'm just going to make sure that they still work, and I'm going to keep them all together. And I don't have to buy any for a while because I have so much. And I found that by doing it this way, picking the smallest area, imagining you can do it, actually doing it, and talking your way through the emotions so that it feels right in your heart and it feels good, you can get to this point. I mean, look at how much better that looks. And you feel that satisfaction of like, wow, yeah, I did this. And I can do it to other spaces too. And my next organizing tip is consistency. Try to get in a routine where you can declutter and organize each week. Now, because I've done it so much, I'm going to tackle this area right here because I feel good about it. I'm not feeling overwhelmed or stressed out about it because I strengthened my decluttering and organizing muscles because of the consistency. And guess what I found? An organizational refrigerator bin that I actually needed. So that's the other bonus of decluttering and organizing. You'll probably find all your organizational bins that you didn't have a chance to use yet. So we're just washing this out, and this is perfect because I wanted a little bin to put all of our cheeses, our turkey, our ham, stuff for sandwiches and stuff for the kids. And what I have found is that by doing these steps over and over again consistently each week, I realized how much easier this started becoming. I wasn't overwhelmed anymore, and I knew as long as I could handle a small section at a time, it didn't scare me. But each week, we started opening up more spaces. We started making faster decisions. It started to become a habit where I didn't have to apply so much emotion, anxiety, fear to it anymore because it felt comfortable again, and it didn't trigger my anxiety. And it actually boosted my self-confidence knowing that, yeah, I can do this. And so can you. If you struggle with hoarding disorder, you absolutely can declutter and be organized too. And I really want you to hear that again because this is extremely important. You can declutter. You can organize. You are able to do it because my entire life, I told myself that I could not. I told myself that I wasn't strong enough to declutter and that I'm not naturally organized and I can't categorize and I'm not good at this. I played that reel subconsciously so much that it is programmed within me. And I had to take these steps to now reprogram myself. And that's why you play the new reel in your head, that you imagine yourself decluttering this spot and then imagining yourself organizing it. You can write it down. I also suggest journaling. Add that as you visualize it. You can journal about yourself. Feel it. This is how we're going to reprogram ourselves. And it does take time, but enjoy the process of it because I promise you, over time, things that I had a stronghold on that I couldn't let go of, all of a sudden, I felt no emotional connection to. I worked through the emotions. I felt myself able to let it go. And then, voila, one day, I feel nothing. And finally, I can let this go with logic. And what's left? Now I can start categorizing. And it's amazing how much easier it is to categorize when you don't have a lot of stuff. Yes, you can. You can start to see it. You can start to put your like with likes. Use hoarded bins that you already have. That's what I did. I used hoarded stuff that I already had. And then started placing each item into the bins. Being organized is definitely a state of mind. And that's why I had us gently pick out a small space, start to visualize ourselves doing it, take the action to start decluttering, and then start to process all of the emotions of why we held on to it. Now, because hoarding disorder is a mental disorder, I will always suggest to also seek medical professional help as you are in your recovery too. And I really hope that this video inspired and motivated you to declutter and organize something today. It's not scary, I promise. You just have to do your baby steps, because when you do your baby steps every week, you'll start to see the spaces open up in your home, and you start to finally live in the space that you always thought that it could be, but was too scared to do so. And my favorite saying will always be, a journey of 1,000 miles starts with just one step. And today, you're taking your step in the right direction. We are all here to love and encourage you on your journey as well.